Ni hao, and welcome back to Jade Empire. When we last left off, we pretty much took care of everything in the tea house. Actually, we did take care of everything in the tea house. We won't have to go back there, don't think, for the rest of the game. But let's do what we told the baker we'd do, which is go talk to Ling, who seems to be giving him a bit of an issue. Oh, hello.
You ever seen a ghost? My parents are ghosts now.
Oh.
I ain't never seen them, though.
Well, I've seen plenty of ghosts. I hope your parents aren't them.
If one more of these villagers sneers at me, I'm going to start punching.
Yeah, I might start punching back.
I hear strange sounds coming from the ruins at night. They say it's ghosts, but I don't believe that.
Huh.
Things have never been easy in Tian's Landing.
Sounds like. But let's see. I want to say this is the boathouse. It is.
This here's a private club. Members only.
Oh. How do I become a member?
You can't. Just move along.
Well, I need to talk to Ling about Bay.
Why didn't you say so in the first place? Go on in. They'll unlock the door for you.
Oh, okay. You know, for a boathouse, I was expecting something a little less opulent. Horse Lord tactics. Unlike the ordered armies of the Jade Empire, Horse Lords favored lightly armored units of horsemen who can move rapidly over the field of battle, moving like rushing tides. Small groups of horsemen harry all angles of their opponent's flank. Armed with bows almost to a man, these mounted archers can rain destruction upon unprepared foes. While the Horse Lord tactics are surprisingly effective, their men lack the discipline of the Imperial Army. For all the damage they can inflict on Horse Lord forces have difficulty... All the damage the Horse Lord forces have... for all the damage they can inflict, the Horse Lord forces have difficulty holding strategic locations. Okay. Blech. Words. For now, the Jade Empire exists in an uneasy peace, with the Horse Lords leading the savages to their arid lands north of the seat of Heavenly Province. Okay. Those would be the Mongols. You know, the people of the steppes.
Be careful in here. I don't relish the idea of fighting my way out of this place.
I don't either. Also, they're not savages, they're just nomadic. You must be I?
So, I hear you helped out Baker Bay today. Gave my boys a bit of a lesson, didn't you?
Yes.
You'd think after all the beatings I gave them over the years they'd be used to losing. But they're still taking it pretty hard. Maybe the humiliation will be good for them.
Maybe. Why are you picking on Bay?
Everyone thinks that Bay and that little seamstress make such a nice couple. But Bay already promised to marry me.
Bay never said anything about this.
No, I bet he didn't. Wouldn't want to go around telling people how he left me high and dry, would he?
No.
But the fact is, Bay promised to marry me long before that seamstress batted her brazen little eyes at him.
Oh.
He didn't even have the decency to tell me himself. Even now, he'd rather get beaten up every day than face me, or he sends someone in his place, like you.
I see. Well, he is afraid of you, for good reason.
I may not be a delicate little flower like Lon, but I don't want to run this gang forever. Someday I want a husband, maybe a little house, kids too. Bay promised to give me all that. He promised to marry me, and now he's trying to weasel out of it. But a promise is a promise. I won't forget that, even if he tries to.
Yeah, let me bring Bay here. Maybe we can work something out.
Yeah, okay. If he has the guts to come here and face me, I'll talk to him. But I'm not going to let him weasel out of his promise.
I'll go get Bay right now.
Lan, what are you doing here?
I figure we better get all the secrets out, Bay. If Lon's going to marry you, she should know what kind of man you really are.
She said there was something I need to know, Bay. What's going on? What is she talking about?
Yeah, Ling claims Bay promised to marry her.
What? Bay, how could you?
I didn't. It's a lie. I haven't spoken to her in years. Not since we were kids.
Don't pretend like you don't remember, Bay. It was summer, and we were sitting on a little raft catching fish. I was upset because Li Shan had called me ugly. I was crying, so you took my hand and said, I think you're pretty, Ling. And someday when we're grown up, I'll marry you.
Oh.
What? But that was years ago. We were kids. We were only 6 years old. You can't hold me to that.
Yeah, seems like you're being unreasonable, Ling.
Kids say all kinds of things, Eileen. Remember when you took my frog and I called you a bully? You swore you'd never speak to me again. But that same day you gave me the frog back. You said you'd never, ever, ever do anything to make me unhappy. Kids always say things like that. It doesn't mean anything.
It meant something to me, Bay. You were the only boy who didn't tease me, the only one I liked. You promised to marry me, and you're going to keep that promise.
Uh-oh. Lan and Ling should fight. The winner gets Bay. No. Bay, you made a promise. Now keep... Wait, Ling, you said you'd never make Bay unhappy.
Well, yes, I did say that. But that was when we were still friends. Now he pretends like he doesn't even know me. He's changed.
You've changed too.
Yes, but... Well... You're right. I know you're right. Bay's right. We were just kids. I guess I can't hold him to his promise. You win, Lon. Bay is yours.
If I had more, I would gladly give it to you. But my family isn't rich. This dowry is all I have. Please, take it with my thanks.
Fine, have it over. That's it. I was hoping for more. Glad to be of service. Keep your dowry, Lan. I was just happy to help.
After all you've done for us, now you are letting Lan keep her dowry as well? Your generosity knows no bounds. I'm overwhelmed.
You've done so much for us, and we've given you so little. Wait, I know. We will name our first child after you to honor your memory.
I'm glad everything worked out for you two, and I'm sorry.
2 open palm
I don't know what came over me. When I heard you and Lon were getting married, I just snapped.
It's okay, Eileen. I hope things work out for you.
Come on, Bay. Let's go.
Yep, doing pretty well as far as open palm goes. But we still have some stuff to deal with, Ling. That's Japanese for love. I'm sure that's not coincidental. Also, why are you glowing? Oh. Couldn't I just step over there? The key is mine! Sorry about the vase.
I hope things work out for Bay and Lon. After everything I put them through, they deserve it. I don't know what came over me. It's just... Bay was my last chance to have a family. My only chance to find a husband. When I heard he was engaged, I realized I'd never get out of this life I've created.
Oh. I couldn't care less about this, really. It's no excuse for what you could still find a husband. I mean, you're fine, young, like, what, you're 28?
What respectable man would ever want to marry a girl like me? Even the lummoxes in my gang would only do it because they're afraid of me. This town is short on eligible bachelors as it is. I mean, there are a few guys out there I know of, but none of them would be interested in me. I have a reputation around town, and having my boys beat up Bay didn't help any. Any half-decent man would probably run if they saw me coming.
I could help out. If you pay me. Maybe I can help you find a husband.
Ha! You really think you can pull this off? Tell you what. You find me a decent husband, and I'll make it worth your while. My, business ventures have been very profitable.
I bet.
But don't think I'm desperate enough to settle for just anyone. I've got my standards. And I'd have to meet him first, of course.
Of course. I'll marry you. No. Tell me about the town's bachelors.
Let's see. There's Rue the bosun, but he's nothing but a drunk. My boys have had more than a few run-ins with him over the years. He's definitely out.
Okay.
Schumann the craftsman is single. I don't know him that well, but he seems like a good man. He has a home in the southwest corner of the town.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's Yaru. He used to be a sailor traveling the Empire, but now he's looking to settle down. He might be a good catch. Spends most of his time in the tea house.
I see. Anyone else?
Not living in town, and Tien's Landing doesn't get a lot of visitors. But if you find someone looking for a wife, bring him by so I can check him out.
All right. I'll be back once I find you a husband.
Yeah, right. The pickings in Tien's Landing are mighty slim for a girl like me. But if you find someone, just bring him back so I can meet him. And, well, good luck.
Aha! Stuff? Stuff! Inferior warrior gem. Useful. 750 gold. Nice. Land of Howling Spirits. To the west of the Jade Empire lies the Land of Howling Spirits, a range of sheer mountains and desolate, haunted passes. Not many men dwell in this harsh land, though it does not support much in the way of communities, and those who dwell there are hardy mountain folk who rely on themselves and their herds of goats more than trust in nature. There is one exception to this rule. High in the mountains lies the secluded monastery, home to the reclusive and mysterious order known as the Spirit Monks. Hello! They tend an unknown charge in their sealed monastery. No one, not even an emperor, has been able to discover what lies within. The monks possess strange powers, but they exist in balance with nature. Eventually, that land will be absorbed, and the Empire shall learn its secrets. Yeah, that kind of really happened. Anything else I can pick from here? Not really. Thanks for the silver. Yeah, super exclusive club. Tien's Landing is enough problems that would cripple a larger city. Yeah, seems so. Let's see, am I open palm enough?
Always a pleasure to talk to
Secret
You
training?
have some understanding of the way of the open palm, but Stone Immortal is not easily taught.
Okay.
Return to me when you feel you understand the way of the open palm. Then you will be ready.
Alrighty then. I'll leave you to your
When you
game.
feel that you sufficiently understand the way of the open palm, return to me.
Okay, so we were given a list of 3 people, although Rue the Boatswain is never a real option. But allow me to go and check my notes. It's actually over on the east side of the boathouse, so... Ah, there he is. Also, bookstand. The Cataclysm. Many tales circulate about the travels of the water people, but one of the most disturbing tales comes from the far to the west, beyond the Ocean of Tempest. Rumor persists of an area in the middle of the Western Ocean that is inhospitable to life. The farther one travels across the Ocean of Tempest, the warmer the climate becomes. Many have postulated that this may be because you approach the resting place of the sun. But there must be another explanation, not one shrouded in myths and superstitions. A particular note are reports of an enormous cloud that rises miles in the air, visible to those few brave enough to travel the increasingly rough seas of the Tempest. At night, this cloud glows with heat, and its acidic smells carries the wind. Those who approach too closely fall ill. The few ghost ships found within the area are filled with desiccated corpses, their skin rotting and their hair and teeth falling from their bodies. One particularly disturbing log penned in the shaking hand of a dying captain of one of those lost craft suggested that the skies were filled with a roar like the cries of the gods, and it fishes with the unfortunate man's wishes that death take him before the howling demons descend upon him. That sounds nice. Also sounds like a constant nuclear explosion going on over there. Let's see what's over here before we check out.
I still believe in the Emperor. He'll look after us.
Yeah, sure. Okay, before I talk to you... Intimidation 5, 9, Intuition 5... Okay, that's probably as good as it'll get. I'm actually going to save here.
Look at all these people here. When my old father told me to come to the big city, he never warned me about the crowds.
Think Tien's Landing is a big city?
Back on the farm, I ain't never seen so many people and buildings in one place. Except for livestock. But I guess they ain't people. Or buildings.
True. Who are you?
My name's Tian, but everyone calls me Big Tian because I'm so big. I came to the city to try to find me a wife. So far, it's not going so good.
Oh?
You wouldn't happen to know any pretty young gals, would you? Someone who'd want to come live on the farm with me?
Actually, I know a woman who is looking for a husband. And considering the fact that she wants to get out of this town and kind of put all of this behind her, you are remarkably a good fit.
You do? That's great! Is she pretty? Is she a nice, simple gal who'll help me out on the farm and keep me warm at night?
Sure.
Well, let's go meet her. you better lead the way, 'cause I don't know where we're going.
Yeah.
Wow, you sure are pretty. And you got a real nice club here for you and your friends. My name's Tian, but everyone calls me Big Tian because I'm so big.
Big! Yes, I can see that. Well, Big Tian, my name's Ling. I haven't seen you around town before. I'd remember someone like you.
Yeah, I ain't never been to the big city before. Usually I stay out on my farm, but my old father told me it's time to get me a wife, so... You want to get married now?
You aren't really the sharpest knife in the rack, are you, Tian?
He's a simple man, but he is a good man.
Hey, that's what my old father always says about me. He also says the key to farming is hard work and happy thoughts.
A farm, eh? I've spent my whole life living in the town. I'm not sure I want to leave Tian's Landing.
Tian could move here and join your gang. I'm sure he doesn't really care about the farm. I'm pretty sure he cares about the farm. The mighty Ling, afraid to spread her wings? I can't believe that. Leaving town will give you a fresh start away from your gang. Yeah. You were desperate enough to ask me to find you a man. Tian's a man. What's the problem? But yeah, I'd say let's be a little intimidating.
Gang? What are you...
Oh.
Huh. That didn't go well, did it? Look, if you want to collect...
Okay, that didn't go over as well as I'd like, so, yeah, I'm going to restart this. Also, apparently just hanging around will give me my open palm halo. Okay, weird. But, yeah, when we come back, I'm going to retry this one. Have a good one, folks.